Imagine this. The morning rush has already begun. Notifications buzz on your phone, your calendar looks impossible to manage, and your mind is already racing before you even have your coffee. It feels like the world is demanding more of you than you can give. And yet, deep inside, there is a place you almost never visit. A place where all of this noise has no power. A place of silence, of strength, of unshakable calm. Today, you are going to discover it. Today, you are going to train the ability that turns ordinary women into extraordinary leaders of their own lives. The power to act as if nothing bothers you. Throughout this experience, something powerful will reveal itself within you. This is not just a phrase, it's a promise. As you listen, you'll start to notice subtle signals in your mind and body. Perhaps a quiet warmth spreading in your chest. Perhaps a small pause between thoughts that suddenly feels like freedom. Or maybe simply the sensation that the weight you've been carrying is just a little lighter. Think about this. What would happen if nothing and no one could steal your peace? What if, even in the face of criticism, rejection, or failure, your gaze stayed steady, your voice stayed clear, and your heart stayed free? That is what true freedom feels like. Not depending on the outside world to feel okay, but mastering your inner world so completely that nothing can shake you. Close your eyes for a moment and picture your life. The voices that demand your attention, the screens that pull at your focus, the problems that seem urgent and endless. Now picture yourself in the middle of it all, but choosing silence. Not because you don't feel, but because you choose not to react. You breathe. You wait. And in that pause, your strength is born. Most people believe that life changes when the outside world improves. But women who wake up to this truth discover that life changes when they change first. You don't need the storm to stop. You need to learn to rise above it. Like an eagle that doesn't fight against the wind, but uses it to soar higher. As you continue listening, you'll begin to notice signs of activation inside your mind. Maybe you'll remember a time you lost your temper and think, I could have handled that differently. Or a moment when you stayed calm and realize, that was my real strength. These memories don't appear by accident. They're surfacing because your mind is already reorganizing, rewriting the story of who you are. Here's what I want you to see clearly. You are not what happens to you. You are what you choose to do with what happens. The harsh comment doesn't define you. The setback doesn't limit you. The pressure doesn't break you. These are just situations. You are the one who decides how to play your role in them. And here's the secret. When you act as if nothing bothers you, something remarkable happens. Your brain begins to believe it. Your body responds with real calm. And the world begins to treat you differently because people can sense the confidence. You radiate without saying a word. Picture this now. You walk into a difficult conversation or face a challenge that used to overwhelm you. But instead of shrinking, you stand tall. Instead of reacting, you breathe. Inside, a gentle smile forms as you think, this doesn't control me. I decide. Stay with that feeling a little longer. Breathe it in. Notice the quiet between my words. Let your mind get used to this new frequency, because each time you return here, it will be easier to hold on to it. Remain in this flow, because your transformation has already begun, and it will keep growing moment by moment. The skill that changes your life is not about conquering the outside world, it's about conquering yourself. And when you do, The world stops feeling like a threat and becomes a stage where your inner calm shines through everything you do. Today, you have taken your first step into that quiet strength. And even when the noise comes back, even when the challenges appear, remember this. Act as if nothing bothers you, and you will discover that truly nothing can. You've already stepped into that quiet place within you, that space where nothing outside has power over your peace. Now it's time to practice, because this inner calm is not just an idea, it's a skill. And like any skill, it grows stronger the more you train it. Think about your daily life. The kids need something at the same time your phone rings. Your boss is waiting for an answer, and there's dinner still to think about. In those moments, your body reacts before you even notice. Your chest tightens, your breath shortens, your voice sharpens. That is your automatic pilot. Most women live this way for years, reacting to every demand until they start to believe they have no control. But you are here to learn something different. You are here to choose. As you keep listening, something deeper begins to form inside you. Notice your breathing right now. Without changing anything, just observe it. Is it shallow? Is it rushed? Now, let's take control together. Inhale slowly to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for just a moment. And now exhale to the count of 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do it again. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Each breath you take like this sends a signal to your brain. I am safe. I am steady. I am in control. This is the first practice, the conscious pause. A moment where you step out of the storm and choose calm. Picture this. Someone says something unfair to you, words that usually would sting. Words that might have made you defend yourself or raise your voice. But this time, you pause. You breathe. And instead of reacting, you feel your strength building. That pause is not weakness. That pause is power. While you practice, you will begin to notice small signals that your mind is changing. Maybe a memory surfaces of a time when you lost control, and now you see yourself handling it differently. Or maybe you recall a moment when you stayed calm and you realize how strong you felt afterward. These memories are your mind reorganizing itself, showing you that another way is possible, a way that feels lighter, freer, more powerful. Think about women you admire, those who seem unshakable, who walk into a room and change the atmosphere without raising their voice. What do they all have in common? It's not that their lives are easier. It's not that they don't face stress. It's that they have mastered this pause, this conscious choice not to give away their power. Now imagine yourself in the car, stuck in traffic, your to-do list running through your mind. Normally, the frustration would rise. But this time, you grip the wheel gently, take a slow breath in, and let it out. The traffic hasn't changed, but you have. And suddenly, the weight lifts. The moment is the same, but you are free inside it. Stay in this flow, because every pause you choose becomes a new path in your brain. At first, it feels like carving a tiny trail through the forest, narrow, uncertain. But with each repetition, the trail grows wider, clearer, easier to follow. Soon, it becomes the natural way your mind responds. This is your first exercise. Whenever life feels overwhelming, whenever the world tries to push you into reacting, pause. Inhale to 4, hold, exhale to 6. And in that simple act, you are rewriting the story of who you are. You don't need to fight the noise. You don't need to control everything around you. You only need to breathe, to wait, and to remember. This doesn't control me. I decide. Today, you have trained your mind to listen to you, not the chaos. And every time you return to this practice, you are building a calmer, stronger, unshakable version of yourself. You've learned how to pause. You've learned that in the space between stimulus and response lies your power. Now it's time to go deeper, to see yourself not just as someone surviving the storm, but as someone rising above it. As you keep listening, you may feel something awakening inside you. Perhaps a warmth in your chest or a new sense of space in your mind. Maybe it's the quiet voice inside whispering, "Yes, this is who I really am." Whatever it is, stay with it. This is your strength showing itself. I want you to picture this. A storm gathers in the sky. Dark clouds swirl, rain falls hard, thunder roars. It feels unstoppable, chaotic, overwhelming. Most creatures run for shelter, hiding, hoping it passes. But not the eagle. The eagle spreads her wings wide and rises higher. She doesn't fight the wind, she uses it. Every gust that others fear becomes her lift. And as the storm rages, she climbs above it into the clear, calm sky. That eagle is you. The challenges in your life, the criticism, the pressure, the stress, are not chains holding you down. They are winds meant to lift you. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you stop resisting and you start rising. Think about the last storm you faced. Maybe it was at work when expectations felt impossible to meet. Maybe it was at home, juggling children, family, and the 1,000 invisible responsibilities no one sees but you. Maybe it was an inner storm, self-doubt, worry, or exhaustion. Normally, those storms make you feel smaller, trapped under their weight. But now, imagine yourself as the eagle. Your wings stretch wide, your eyes stay sharp, and you rise. The storm is still there, but you are no longer inside it. You are above it. As you hold this image, notice the signals that your mind is already learning. The weight in your shoulders softens. The tightness in your jaw releases. A memory might appear something painful, but it doesn't sting the same way. It feels distant, as if you're observing it from above, no longer trapped inside it. This is not imagination. This is your brain practicing a new way of being. Life will always send storms your way. Deadlines, bills, arguments, expectations. You cannot stop the clouds from gathering, but you can always choose how you fly through them. Some people get lost in the noise, believing they're powerless. But you are different now. You know that storms are not here to destroy you. They are here to remind you that you can rise. Picture yourself walking into a stressful situation. A tense meeting, a difficult conversation, an unexpected problem. Everyone else is caught in the storm. Voices raised, tempers flaring, fear in the air. But your breath is calm, your steps are steady, your presence is unshakable. Without saying a word, people feel your strength. They sense that you cannot be thrown off balance. That is the eagle inside you. Here is what I want you to remember. True greatness is not measured by how many battles you win on the outside, but by the peace you carry on the inside. That peace is your treasure, your refuge, your superpower. Take a breath now. Inhale deeply, hold. and exhale slowly. With every breath, see yourself rising higher. The storm is beneath you, but you are untouchable above it. This image is not just a story, it's a memory your mind is creating. And the more you return to it, the more natural it becomes. Remain in this flow, because each time you rise above, your transformation grows stronger. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You don't need to fight for recognition. You only need to remember that you are already powerful. The storm cannot touch you when you choose to rise. Today, you've discovered something rare, that the winds meant to knock you down can be the very winds that carry you higher. And when you live like the eagle, nothing can keep you small, nothing can break your calm, nothing can take away your freedom. From now on, when the storm comes and it will spread your wings, breathe and rise. So far, you've touched the silence within you, practiced the conscious pause, and learned to rise like the eagle above the storm. Now it's time to bring this strength into your everyday life, into those exact situations that usually pull you out of balance. Because true transformation is not something you feel only in meditation or reflection. True transformation shows itself in the middle of real life. Think about the last time someone criticized you. Maybe it was at work, maybe from someone close to you, maybe even from yourself in the mirror. The words felt sharp, unfair, heavy. In the past, you might have reacted, defended yourself, snapped back, or carried the pain inside all day. But now you know something different. Now you have a choice. As you imagine these moments, feel how your perspective begins to shift. Instead of reacting, you breathe. You remember the eagle, and you think, this doesn't define me. This doesn't control me. The criticism may sting for a second, but it no longer has the power to pierce your peace. You carry yourself with quiet confidence, and that confidence changes everything. Now think about finances. The bill arrives higher than expected. The number on the paper sparks fear in your chest. Before, that fear might have spiraled into anxiety. What if I can't manage? What if it's never enough? But now you pause. You breathe. You whisper to yourself, I will face this with calm. The situation hasn't changed, the bill is still there, but you have changed. And when you face problems with calm instead of panic, solutions appear more clearly. Notice how your body responds to this shift. Your shoulders soften, your jaw unclenches, your breath deepens. You are no longer drowning in the problem, you are standing above it. And from that higher place, ideas flow more easily, decisions feel clearer, and you trust yourself again. Now bring to mind a relationship, maybe with a partner, a family member, or even a colleague. Tension builds, words are exchanged, emotions run high. In the past, you might have been pulled into the storm, raising your voice, saying things you didn't mean, or holding anger inside for days. But this time, you remember your practice. You pause. You breathe. And instead of reacting, you choose to respond with calm. You don't need to match someone else's chaos. You can remain steady in your own peace. And something remarkable happens. The dynamic begins to change. Your calm presence shifts the atmosphere, even if the other person doesn't realize it. Because calm is contagious. Confidence is magnetic. And when you act as if nothing bothers you, people begin to see you differently, not as someone easy to push, but as someone unshakable. Stay with this awareness. because each practice makes your new identity stronger. Every time you handle criticism without losing your center, you grow. Every time you face money stress without panic, you grow. Every time you choose calm over conflict, you grow. These moments are not small. They are proof that you are becoming the woman who carries peace no matter what. Here's what I want you to remember. Life will always test you. There will always be someone with an opinion, always a challenge with money, always tension in relationships. But those tests are not here to break you, they are here to train you. Each test is an opportunity to practice your pause, to rise like the eagle, to act as if nothing bothers you. Breathe with me now. Inhale, hold. Exhale slowly. As you do, imagine yourself walking through these situations with grace. Criticism bounces off your calm. Stress meets your steady breath. Conflict dissolves in the presence of your quiet strength. This is not about ignoring problems, it's about facing them with a power that nothing outside of you can shake. Remain in this flow, because every challenge is another chance to grow. The next time life demands more than you think you can handle, remember, you already hold the ability to choose your response. And in that choice lies your freedom. Today you've taken this power out of theory and into practice. You've proven that it's not the world that decides who you are, it's you. And from this moment forward, you can walk into any situation with the quiet strength of a woman who knows, nothing bothers me because I decide who I am. You've walked through a journey of transformation. You've discovered the silence within you, practiced the conscious pause, risen like the eagle above the storm, and brought your strength into everyday challenges. Now it is time to integrate everything, to let it sink so deeply into your being that it becomes part of who you are. As you remain here, notice how different you already feel. Your mind is clearer. Your breath is calmer. Your body is more at ease. Or maybe you just feel a quiet certainty that something inside you has shifted. That certainty is not small. It's the beginning of your new identity. I want you to imagine yourself in the near future, just a few months ahead. See yourself walking through your daily life. You're moving through the same world traffic, deadlines, responsibilities, conversations, but you are not the same woman. Your posture is taller, your steps are steadier, your voice is clearer. You carry yourself with an unshakable calm. People notice. They feel your presence even before you speak. And you know, deep in your heart, that nothing outside of you has the power to break the peace you now hold within. Hold that image in your mind. Breathe it in as if it were real, because it is. Every time you paused instead of reacting, every time you rose above instead of sinking down, every time you acted as if nothing bothered you, you were becoming her. And now she is not just a vision of your future. She is you. As you stay with this vision, notice how your body responds. A warmth spreads through your chest. A lightness grows in your shoulders. Perhaps even a small smile appears because you realize this strength has always been here. It was never missing. It was only waiting for you to remember. Here is your truth. Acting as if nothing bothers you does not mean you feel nothing. It means you are no longer controlled by what you feel. Anger may come, but it passes. Fear may visit, but it does not own you. Stress may knock, but you do not have to let it in. You are not the storm, you are the sky above it, vast, unshakable, eternal. Imagine. Now the noise of life returning, the emails, the arguments, the unexpected bills, the difficult conversations. They will come. Life will always bring its storms. But now you carry something they cannot touch. You carry the pause. You carry the breath. You carry the wings of the eagle inside you. And with them, you rise above it all. Remain in this flow, because what you have awakened today will not end here. Every time you return to your breath, you strengthen it. Every time you choose calm, you anchor it. Every time you remind yourself, this does not control me, I decide, you carve the path deeper into your mind until it becomes second nature. Now, I want you to repeat these words silently with me. I am unshakable. I am calm in the chaos. I am strength in the storm. Say it again. Let it echo inside you. Feel it in your chest, your breath, your skin. This is not just affirmation, it is truth. Your truth. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter. You may walk into the same world tomorrow, but you will not walk in the same way. You will walk taller. You will walk calmer. You will walk as a woman who knows that nothing outside can break what she has built inside. Breathe with me one last time. Inhale deeply, filling yourself with strength. Hold for a moment, letting it expand. Exhale slowly, releasing all that no longer serves you. And as you breathe, know this: the storm may come, but you will rise above it. The noise may return, but you will carry silence within. Life may test you, but you are unshakable. From this day forward, when the world presses in and life tries to pull you down, remember, act as if nothing bothers you, and you will discover that truly nothing can.